Camaraderie has always been a big benefit of playing team sports. At the professional level, some of the most memorable experiences for athletes are the time spent traveling from city to city, hotel to hotel, and unwinding with mates before taking to the ice, court, or diamond to battle alongside them. In individual sports such as golf, things are a little different. Pals out there are competitive peers playing for the same pot of gold. So while camaraderie certainly exists, and there's no better example of that than Ricky Fowler and company's spring break hijinks every year, the tone changes rather quickly once players get inside the ropes and vie for millions of dollars. There are not, of course, millions of dollars at stake for players competing on the Mackenzie Tour PGA Tour Canada. What is up for grabs, however, is something just as important: jobs. Every year, the Mackenzie Tour awards 5 promotions to the Web.com Tour, 19 qualifying school exemptions of various value, and full-time status on tour the following year to the top 60 money winners. Let's run through those numbers again: 5, 19, and 60, from a roster of 335 professionals. That means that any cliques that develop are even stronger in their roots, since the competition in Canada is so cutthroat. Above all, they can help alleviate the stresses involved in trying to grind out a livelihood.
It's tough traveling the tour. I mean, it's what we love to do, but it doesn't make it easy. And to have a support system on the road like that it's amazing.
Adam Cornelsen is one of many Mackenzie Tour members hailing from British Columbia. He's part of a tight-knit crew that includes other provincial products such as Ryan Williams, Brad Clapp, Sean Harlington, Riley Wheeldon, and Corey Renfrew. These are guys who not only compete against each other now, but who did so all the way through junior golf. Aside from their respective families, they are each other's biggest cheerleaders. And when Cornelsen won his maiden Mackenzie Tour title last year in Victoria, the first people to embrace him were buddies Clapp and Harlington.
You know, I look back on that photo and I get goosebumps, you know, to see them there supporting me. You know, we play a lot of practice rounds together and time off the course together, and you know, I want to win, but if it's not me, I want it to be one of those guys.
You're always pulling for your friends. If you're not going to win, I want one of my buddies to win. It's just really special to see how much work goes into what we do off the golf course. And I know Adam put a lot of work into that win last year and in his entire season. So it's nice to see him win, but to know exactly the back end of that, how much hard work we put in, and that we get to push each other in our fun little matches as well. I want to play against the best, and we've got some of the best in our good core group of friends here in BC.
Emotional support is one thing, and so too is a swing tip here and there from someone who knows your game almost as well as you do. But equally important is financial assistance. The Mackenzie Tour schedule spans from Vancouver Island to Cape Breton Island, and as Canadians know, traveling across the country ain't cheap. That leads to creative ways to cut costs, such as jamming 4, maybe 5 grown men into a hotel room, or driving motorhomes and crashing at campsites. With that being the case, it helps when the guy you might be sharing a bed with is one you've known since your teens.
It kind of adds a little bit of comfort where a long travel season kind of wants to put you out of your comfort zone. Last year we did a really good job of traveling together and got houses together and did the Airbnb thing. And if nothing else, it's just great to have a support system around you that, you know, good day or bad day, they're there for you at the end of the day to whatever, talk you out if you want to, or just to kind of take your mind off golf and get you out of your own head.
Now, obviously, being in your 20s or early 30s and caravanning across Canada with friends is going to lead to some off-course unwinding every once in a while. History shows it's a lifestyle that can get away from a player if he's not careful, and it's something these BC boys are well aware of in pursuit of their dreams.
At the start, I think, yeah, we had to watch that a little bit, but I think now we've all been out here long enough now, and, you know, we all have big goals and dreams, and, you know, I think we all take it very professionally now.
And that's the great thing about the guys we have is if it is, you know, getting to that situation, we're all conscious of each other's games, and we're not scared to say, you know, hey, listen, try this or try that. So that comes down to how we travel and what we're doing on our time off.
So who has the upper hand among this crew? Well, many of them have won Mackenzie Tour tournaments, though Cornelsen is thus far the only one to be a member of the 5, as he was last year. But of course, we don't even know about all the games that go on away from the tour, where bragging rights are really up for grabs.
And there's usually an ongoing season ledger, so you hope you don't lose too many, because the end of the year can hurt a little bit.